Hey guys, it's me. I don't know why I always say that. It's pretty obvious who it is behind the behind your computer screen. But as some of you are well aware at this point, and some of you maybe aren't, there's been kind of an outcry amongst the YouTuber creators right now because they're changing their monetization statistics. I was able to be monetized by their old standards, but now I'm not because I no longer meet the 1,000 subscriber requirement to be monetized. Now, ultimately, I don't really care. I don't know if any of you have noticed this already or not, but I actually stopped monetizing my videos a while back because, frankly, YouTube didn't give me enough ad revenue to really make it worth it anyway. And since I wasn't really getting anything from YouTube's ad revenue, I didn't see any reason to inconvenience you guys who like to watch the videos. There's no reason for me to put an ad on the front since it wasn't really giving me anything anyway. So I didn't really care too much about the fact that I wasn't going to be monetized. And in fact, when I looked at the statistics, I had a little bit of a positive spin on it. Their new requirements are you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and you're also required to have 4,000 hours of watch time over the last year, and that's considered reasonable for them. Well, here's the thing about that. You guys, all of you, are so awesome. We have less than a third, just a little bit less than a third of the total number of subscribers that YouTube requires. But our community, in the last year, has watched 4,300 hours of total content. So you guys are doing what YouTube would consider a good, you guys keep coming back and watching this stuff and interacting, and you basically do the work. Every one of you is doing the work of 3 people, and that is so cool to me. So I want to thank everybody for that. That was my ultimate positive spin on it. Now, as far as, this is really kind of weird that I'm even commenting on this because I've never felt like a big enough YouTuber to comment on this stuff because it never really affected me before. And this is the first time where a change that they're making has directly affected me and my channel. And, well, sorry, it's our channel. It's not my channel. I don't think of it as my channel. So this is the first time that anything that they've ever done has changed our channel, affected our community of people. And so this is the first time I ever feel like I have the right to say anything about it. And ultimately what it boils down to, I think what they're tackling is they're trying to crack down on channels that simply basically steal and upload other people's content. They get to like 50 subscribers and 1,000 views or 10,000 views or whatever the old requirement was, and they just upload other people's content, or they upload clips from television shows or things like that. They monetize them, and they slightly adjust the sound or something so they don't get hit by copyright claims, and they just basically do that. It's what they do to make money. They just upload other people's stuff and take the ad revenue off of it. And that's kind of a crappy thing to do. But I get where YouTube is coming from needing to stop that because it is a problem and they need to do something about it. But it kind of also hurts that it's affecting every small channel out there. It would be nice if they would just have a review process in place. And that's the other thing that kind of makes it feel like a little bit of a two-handed slap is, I've had copyright claims on some of my videos before, and maybe they're valid, maybe they're not, but I've disputed a few of them and I have never even heard back. And I'm sure it's just because we're too small to matter. We're not big enough to warrant the ad revenue in the first place, so why waste the man hours going back and double checking? I stopped pretty early on because I never heard a response back, and I would have no problem getting hit with a copyright claim. It doesn't really affect our standing. It doesn't cost anything to us, really. It's just a matter of, if you get hit with a copyright claim, they just redirect those funds to whoever owns the copyright. So, like, the first couple that I can remember getting were way back when I did a few episodes on Grim Fandango, and some of the music that got used in that game apparently belonged to an artist. and so I got hit with copyright. So Double Fine has specifically stated YouTubers and any content creator has the right to upload monetized videos of their game. They don't care. That's totally fine with them, and they're 100% okay with it. But I still got hit with the copyright claim because it recognized the little audio. And it wasn't even like the background music. It was like a band that was playing the music on a street corner in the game. And so it just caught like a little 4-second clip as I walked past the band. And so we got demonetized for that. We got a copyright claim on it. So I tried to dispute that, and I never even heard back. And if the rules state that that 4-second clip is something that I'm not allowed because the musician has the copyright claim, despite the fact that it's being used in a game that does allow monetization, if that's the rule, that's fine. If people are smarter than me and know that that's how that works, I have no problem being demonetized. But I wanted them to at least check and make sure that that was the case, but I never heard back. So I just kind of stopped trying to dispute those. I guess I got a little sidetracked there. So the bottom line is it sucks that it's hitting other smaller YouTubers. It doesn't really affect me because I wasn't, using the monetization anyway. But it's a bummer, and ultimately, I don't really know that YouTube screwed up by doing this. It's a solution. It's not a great solution, but the common cause of the problem are the other people, and it's a factor of human nature, and it's always a problem, is that there's always a few bad apples that ruin it for everybody else. It's the cheaters in a game that make developers employ anti-cheat measures that wind up catching people by accident who aren't cheating, but they still get banned because they had to do something to stop all the cheaters. And in this case, it's a bunch of people who are uploading other people's content. Sometimes it's like kid shows or stuff like that. I think it's mostly aimed at small children who want to just watch little cartoon clips or something, and they're uploading popular cartoon shows or whatever, and then they're getting clipped for that. So it's people like that who are really the problem and are kind of spoiling it for everyone else. And that's a bummer, and I wish that wasn't the case, but what are you going to do? It's what people do. So the other part that I'm kind of looping around to, though, is I also got a notification through Twitter early this morning, and somebody, let me find the username here, but they were wonderful about this. They made a note about how, let's see, here it is. It was, sorry, going back a little further here. Here it is. The username was JB Illusion, and he said in his tweet, so YouTube is hurting smaller channels, so I'm going to share some smaller creators that I like, and I hope you do the same. He mentions Twin Cities VTM, myself, Chris Choose Shed, TD Dracovian, and Red Queen Effects. You're welcome to view that tweet. You can find it. Again, his username is JB Illusion, at JB Illusion 22. I also retweeted that tweet because I thought it was great. But the point that I'm trying to make here is small channels like myself, I never really expected to get big because I don't necessarily do what everyone deems popular. I like to play games that I think are great, and I share them with you guys. And so I wind up playing a wide variety, and if people are really into Overwatch or something and I were to play Overwatch, I'd probably only play 7 or 8, maybe 10, 12 episodes on a really good run, and then I would stop. And so I don't keep that group of people because they maybe watch me for a little while. Maybe some of them subscribe, maybe they don't, but as soon as I stop doing Overwatch, they stop caring. So I'm okay doing that because it's what I love to do, and you guys make it worth it because you're passionate about that kind of a channel, and that's awesome. But channels like myself would not exist. I've said this in numerous videos before. We do not exist without the community, without you guys who watch these videos. And so it is so fantastic and so moving when guys like JB Illusion or anybody else who has ever liked a video and retweeted the link or shared it with a friend or anything like that. We only grow as a channel because of you guys. We would never get anywhere if we didn't have people like you who spread the word and share what you're passionate about with other people, and tune in for the live streams, and mention the channel when it comes up to other people or whatever. And I'm not saying please do that. Don't feel a need to run out and spam the channel to everybody you know or anything like that. But it's when someone would be interested and you want to share that with them, that is the coolest thing ever to me. So I wanted to say thank you to that as well for anybody who mentions it. And please don't ever be afraid to support any of your favorite YouTubers. I'm obviously the big guys like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and Ohmwrecker, H2O Delirious. The list goes on and on. There's huge numbers of them. I love all those guys, and they absolutely deserve all of the support that they get as well. And maybe they don't need to be tweeted around quite as much as some of your little guys, but support all of them. Because it's the same for everybody. Everybody needs the support of the community, and without a community, we don't have anything. There's no reason to make videos for me. I'm not gonna just make videos and watch myself doing them on my own. There's no point to that. So the community is what makes it worthwhile, and it's why we keep coming back and doing it. So just remember that small channels, we have such limited avenue. We can get onto Twitter, we can get onto Facebook, we can post links, but it goes nowhere unless the people who tune in and watch those videos share them and want to get other people involved. So thank you to you guys, and I strongly encourage you, anytime you have anytime there's a content creator you like, just give them a little like button or something. That'll increase its awareness on YouTube, and it gives them a better chance of being seen by more people. And if you think it was a good video, then give them some love. And if it was a spectacular video, maybe even consider sharing it with people through Twitter or whatever. And I'm not saying me, I'm not saying not me, but whoever. It's great to support them, and it's so important, because we can't do it without you, and you guys make it worthwhile. It kind of becomes a symbiotic thing. I love making videos. You guys certainly seem to enjoy watching them. I love doing the live stream every week. Super excited, by the way, that we started doing Okami. I streamed for 3.5 hours on Saturday, and that doubled my playtime for that game thus far. And I'm super excited to play again on Saturday. But we make the videos, you guys enjoy the videos, and if you find that magic solution, it snowballs, and everybody just keeps getting more of the same. The more people we get in our community, the more I can start branching out. I've considered signing up for Patreon, but I don't know that we're quite big enough for that yet either. Because I'd love to start using some of that forward momentum to try and get better stuff. I'd really like to get a capture card so that maybe we could record Monster Hunter World videos or something like that, because I'm a big Monster Hunter fan. Or indie games that only release on consoles. Not that there are very many of those, because it's easier to publish on PC anyway, but you get the idea. I'd love to get a capture card, maybe play some retro games or something like that. Eventually, pipe dream down the road, I'd love to upgrade the mic that I'm using. This one has done me wonders. Still love it. But, we can always do better. Software I'm actually doing okay on. I got some good deals on Humble Bundle, so I can start trying to improve my editing a little bit and make it better and whatnot. But I always want to improve, and I can't do that without you guys. So thanks, ultimately, is what it always boils down to. And I feel like I've spent 14 minutes just repeating about the same thing over and over again, but it's so cool. So thank you again to everybody out there who tunes in for the videos, who shares any of the content, who supports the little guys, channels like myself, like Morejax, like Taff and Lum, Unbroken Circle, all those guys that I've worked with before, and the hundreds of thousands of others that I have not, who all deserve it. And thank you to all of you for doing what you do. So Okay, I've talked enough. That's kind of my 2 cents on the issue. I don't really blame YouTube. I blame the guys causing the problem. It sucks that that's the solution, but it doesn't ultimately affect us because we're not really using it anyway. So, thanks again, guys. It means a lot. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. So I will see you guys later, and we'll catch you in the next episode. See you guys.